be back right after this. Oh my, we're just seeing the start of the first heat of the day out in the water. Heat number 3 of round number 3. And we saw Jeff Hubbard during that commercial break go pull into a right-hander and did not make it out. Udi Valadau's in the white jersey, and Guilherme Temega, you just saw him on the end of that wave right there. He actually just got pitted out of his mind. Let's take another look at what we just missed.
Yeah, there we see Guilherme just nice scoop there, just getting that leg in, locked in perfectly, sitting in the barrel there. Being able to ride that barrel very nicely and comes out. Textbook Tamega roll.
Yeah, unreal. So there you have it. Right off the bat.
And we just saw a set come through then, just when we went to that clean up all the free surfers that were out here this morning. So there's no need for water patrol, Manny. That set just cleaned them all up. They look like a cup of water went through a pile of ants.
Unreal. So, yes, we have the first heat of the day underway. Again, in the red jersey, Jeff Hubbard. And you know what? Jeff Hubbard did catch a wave. Let's take another look at it. He saw the big set roll in, and he went right on the wave right before Guilherme Temega. And look at him just stalling, doing everything as everybody's getting cleaned up on the inside. Pulls in. It looked like it was going to stay open, but all of a sudden it just shut down on him. A lot of froth. I'm guessing the whitewash just didn't keep that barrel open for Jeff Hubbard. So 2 waves have been caught so far. Guilherme Temega, by far the better of the 2. So I think we need to send the water patrol just a couple more minutes beforehand, or just call Mother Nature, say, hey, bring that set in, let's clear the water.
That's it.
Whew. All right. First heat of the day is a stacked heat. 3 former world champions in heat number 4, round number 3. Out in the water, in red, Jeff Hubbard. In white, Udi Valadau. And in blue, Guilherme Temega. White and blue, Udi and Guilherme. From Brazil, Jeff Hubbard. From Hawaii.
Okay, so we have Guilherme Temega. Has he won it 6 times, world champ?
Guilherme Temega, multi-world champion.
6?
Guilherme Temega is a multi-world champion.
Multi-world champion. Jeff Hubbard.
Jeff Hubbard also 3
Numerous.
times. Yes, 3-time world champion.
Udi
Valadau.
Uno.
One
world champ.
Yes.
Uno.
So there you have it. 3 world champs in the heat number 4 of round number 3. Waiting patiently, blue. And look at this. Jeff Hubbard taking a look on this inside left.
Yeah, there we see Jeff Hubbard. He's on off a ramp there. And nice big RS, Jeff Hubbard.
That's what he's known for, his aerial maneuvers, Jeff Hubbard.
Yep, good score for Jeff there. Need to get on the board, so just waiting for scores to drop.
All right, I'll pull it up on this end over here just to make sure we got some scores right. And another look at Jeff Hubbard's wave. As you can see, he's already eyeing the section. It's not going to really barrel so much, so he draws a high line straight to the bottom, then goes perfect timing. The projection he gets is unbelievable. Big ARS, an air roll spin, is what Jeff Hubbard did right there. And that was pretty much a textbook maneuver. If you want to learn how to do an ARS, just watch that little video highlight day in and day out. Jeff Hubbard, he comes to us from the island of Kauai in Hawaii. And he's been in your face with his aerial maneuvers, for the past 10 years. Easy.
Yeah, this is going to be a stacked heat. It's going to come right down to the wire. I can feel it. We know that, you know, Hub and Guilherme just pull things out of the wire with, 30 seconds to go, and same with Uri. So this is just going to be one not to miss. And, I mean, did you see the highlights clip, Manny, yesterday?
Unreal.
From the day before?
Yes.
Incredible. I have to thank Seamus Mackham for that nice editing. It's just been pumping here, hasn't it? pumping, pumping, pumping.
The sea life here is insane. I've never seen so many pelicans in one, so concentrated. We have them in San Diego, but there's so many of them just cruising around here. And watch out, Jeff. There's one coming out after you. But here's a look at the scores right there. If we can bring that graphic up one more time. This is what's going down in this heat. This is a 30-minute heat. This is heat number 4 of round number 3. Jeff Hubbard has 2 waves, a 5.83 and a 1.5. Most definitely he'll get rid of that 1.5. Guillermo Tamega with his big barrel and a big roll, 7.17. Udi Valadao has yet to catch a wave, and Udi is still in priority. We do have a priority system in place. Let's give him a heads up on how that works, Alex.
Yeah, priority system. First out the back goes into first priority. So forth for second and third. If you do show any interest and you do paddle for waivers, see Jeff here. Okay, he's lost priority there. That's a perfect indication of an example of how this priority system works. Jeff was in priority, had a look at that one, showed a bit of interest. Now it's moved on to, I think it's in the white. Yuri has, Yuri's now in priority. So with Galami in second, and there see Hub now has dropped back to third priority.
Well, Hub, he knows he's in third priority, and he's not going to be competing with the 1 or 2 set waves that are rolling in. So he's going to be sitting on the inside of these guys, waiting to pick off some of the smaller waves that these 2 guys on the outside are not going to go for. So you're going to see him creeping around on the inside of these 2 guys, waiting for these solid little inside gems, like the one you just saw. So right now it's up to Udi Valadao to figure out what he wants to do with that priority. Go on the wave or let it go by and have Guillermo and Jeff take a stab at the wave.
So we just see the boys sitting patiently out there, and as you were saying about the sea life before, went and fed the seals yesterday, Manny.
Oh, how was that?
The things are huge. They're the biggest seals I've ever seen in my life.
And they're just cruising in the harbor, right?
Yeah. Big teeth on them. We're throwing them fish heads, like, huge fish heads, and they'll just swallow them whole. It's crazy.
Well, they're huge, probably because everybody buys those fish heads and feeds them right there, so they don't really have to do anything. They're just
they're just sitting there getting fat.
That's how I feel like what I've been doing for the past 4 days.
And I believe you guys went to the school yesterday for the huge school promo.
Yeah, what they do is organize these big buses, pick up all the pro riders and ship them into these schools all over Arica, and it just turns into a feeding frenzy of autographs, photos, and everything of the pro riders, and the students. The students, most of the students know who they are, so they know exactly who they're going to go up to get the
because we've been coming here year after year after year, so building a sport here, it's getting huge now. This wave has just taken on a whole new dimension of bodyboarders, hasn't it?
This is bodyboard country here in Arica. I mean, this is I walk with Ryan Hardy, up and down the main street to go eat, have a bite to eat, or just look around, and we don't take more than 10 steps before somebody says
Hardy.
Yeah, Hardy. So it's pretty amazing. This place is pretty epic.
Hard balls.
Huevos duro. All right, listen. This is the Stealth Arica Chilean Challenge presented by BSC. Oh, shoot. To be interactive, this is a live webcast, and we love being interactive. We've been posting on our Google Plus profile page. I set up something really quick. It is round 3 has begun. Where you at is what I said on the Google Plus profile page. If you don't have a Google Plus account, super easy to do so. Get a Gmail account, and then one click away, you have your own Google Plus profile. Head on over to the IBA World Tour PTY Ltd profile and let us know where you're tuning in from.
That's right, yeah. Also on the Facebook page, give us a shout out where you're watching around the world, what time it is, and who you're banking on winning this event. We'd love to hear from you.
All right, so go to Facebook, who you going for, and on Google Plus, just tell us where you're tuning in from, and I guarantee you it's going to be a solid crew of the guys who've been tuning in every single day. All right, take a look. Jeff Hubbard taking a stab on this inside left.
Yeah, inside little nugget here, just starting to wrap on the reef. See what Jeff can do.
Whoa!
Whoa, textbook.
Oh, my.
That was so shallow, too. I wish we could pan that camera out when he landed because it was just dry reef almost where he landed. So Jeff Hubbard, you see there, he was in third priority, so he knows he had to have a look at this one because he wasn't going to lose out if he waited. See where Yuri and Galami, they're waiting for these sets. They're out the back. Jeff's now can get busy and get these ones, and he's going to get the score because that invert was huge. Off the size of that wave, he went twice as high as a wave.
It was insane. And there's another look right there. See that inside whitewash? That's where he's landing.
Yeah, he's landing on that reef. It's only within a foot of water.
It's insane for him to go for it in this shallow reef. You know, it's crazy. Watch how he projects from so much power behind this wave that he's just getting launched.
That is insane off that size wave.
6 feet above the water, and then boom. You can see the water already gurgling right under the whitewash, and that's, I mean, it's like 6 inches max between the top of the water and the reef. So Jeff's just a crazy wild man.
That is crazy. That's just Jeff Hubbard to a T, isn't it? I mean, the size of that wave and the projection he got was just phenomenal.
Well, the water comes out of the deep Pacific, hits this really shallow reef, and just all this power is just unleashed on the shelf.
Yeah. So 5.87 for Jeff.
I think
so.
You can hear, yeah.
Yuri's in first priority. Still waiting. There are some sets approaching, so I think the boys are going to get busy here as we see Yuri taking a look at this one. And opting to pull back. No, he didn't want to go it. So it looks like it's sort of bent off the reef a bit, but yeah, probably a good option as he sees this next one coming through, which is starting to stand up. Here we go. Now we're getting a bit of size starting to come through.
This is what Uri Valadao has been waiting for all morning. And here he goes, slides under the pocket, gets into the barrel, and he comes out clean. He's not done yet. Goes for a roll right there. So nice, clean, long barrel for Uri Valadao in white, the Brazilian, former world champion.
That's right. You need that score. Uri Valadao. And I'm sure all the Brazilians are watching this heat. With him and Galami in it, and in their time frame too. You know, they've just woken up, they've had breakfast, and they're watching this heat for sure.
Uri Valadao, as you can see, his textbook riding right here, slides in under the lip and just holds onto that rail, finds out where what he has to do to maintain as much tube time, and then as soon as he comes out, looks for a roll maneuver right there and completes it perfectly. Uri Valadao with a solid wave. That was his first wave. Uri Valadao, again, former world champion. He is still has a ton of time to get another world championship under his belt. So you're going to see that happy face more in the future for sure. Look at it is Galami.
Oh, he's deep. He's deep. Galami driving into the pit here. Gee, if he comes. I think I just saw him in there. I thought I seen him just punch over that foam ball for a little bit. He did too. Look how far he travelled.
Unreal.
Oh, Tamiga. Oh, and we see Jeff Hubbard. He's in priority out the back, and there is another wave coming, and it looks solid. Let's see what Hub can do here. And he's not going to go.
But wait a second, turning around really quick. It's white. Uri Valadao slides in as the wave is spinning right behind him, and he throws an ARS right in the end section right there. Uri Valadao. I'm getting losing my words right here because Uri Valadao, I didn't expect him to turn around.
Look at all the pelicans going crazy around Hub. I think they're jealous. They saw him do that invert, and they think it's another pelican.
They probably do. They're probably coming to save one of their own. They see the red. Maybe it's, yeah, I mean, Hub is flying, but look at this. Clocking in some tube time.
Yeah, you see him on the brakes there, just on. Knows he's got to hit this ramp as he comes out. He did take off on the side of that wave, so there we see nice SF Uri.
All right, once again, we do have a Google Plus profile spot where you can tell us where you're tuning in from. Shaggy is tuning in from Hawaii, 1:40 a.m. in Hawaii. So, Shaggy, unfortunately, I'm going to delete this post just so I can keep that other post at top and make it easy for us to scroll down. So, Shaggy is tuned in from Hawaii. And this is it. Heat number 4, round number 3, out in the water. Everybody's starting to tune in. If you haven't been watching, this is the Stealth Arica Chilean Challenge. So, we do have Australia. It's got to be, oh, man, what time is it out there? 11 p.m. or so tomorrow or something crazy?
Yeah, no, it's actually it's Friday night. Friday night back in Australia, and it'd be around 10 o'clock.
Look at the the commentators.
Competitors
little,
up there.
Little heads popping up.
Here we see some more sets approaching, and that's Yuri real deep.
He's looking at the right.
Yeah, he's looking at the right. We're going to see more rights today too, Manny, with the swell direction. It's starting to go. It's got more west in the swell, which there we see Jeff Hubbard. He's in the lead, 11.8. Yuri in second. Galami in third. Now Galami's chasing a 3.53 because he's only got that one scoring wave, really.
Oh,
but we got a set approaching out the back,
Look
and it's starting to pulse here now.
That's probably one of the biggest waves we've seen in this heat so far, and it's
no
just
one's
caught
in
everybody.
Position.
Yeah, caught everybody off guard.
Yep, no one in position for that.
But
here we see Jeff's in priority. He's having a look at this.
Wow,
he's
look
showing
how deep
interest.
he is.
He's going for it, and he's going to scoop in under the barrel here.
Oh, nice.
That's a beautiful barrel for Jeff. Looking to do something out of this. Nice big roll. So
Jesus.
Jeff Hubbard extends his lead.
Wow, he was sitting on some high fives scores right there, but that right there is what he needed. He needed something in the 6-7 point range, and that definitely will be it. Maybe even an 8. That thing was solid. Very deep on this wave. You can see him just eyeing the end of the tunnel right here. He stalls, gets right under, perfect.
Yeah, good
perfect
line.
Swoop, finds a nice clean line, and you can see him stalling right there. He wants to have time to go up and hit that section before it pinches away. And Hubbard, right where he's ducking, he's on the reef.
Now you got to watch him. He's starting to get away. So Galami and Uri, this is so dangerous for them because really Galami's got a good scoring first wave. He's only got a 2 for his second, so he's still looking for that second wave, which will put Yuri in a dangerous position. And Yuri, he's still looking to improve on his scores. But you see the way Jeff surfed this heat. He's used being in third priority at the bottom of the list. He's used that to enable him to get that nice smaller wave we saw him, but he did that huge invert. Okay. Then that other set came and it had Yuri and Galami go, which put Jeff back into first. And then we see Yuri pulling in that right-hander.
Can he come out of that?
Oh! Punches a nice roll out the end. That was incredible. So Yuri just answers back with incredible right-hand pit. He's on the reef there. Look how dangerous that is in there.
All right, here's a good look of what's going on that inside section on the right and on the left. He's on the reef right there.
Look how much water's moving off the reef too. It's just dragging him straight up.
Oh man, he had full speed line, full speed position on his board to be able to come out of that right-hander, and he tried to end it off with a barrel roll at the end of there, a roll, and was unsuccessful. If he would have pulled ahead of that whitewash, it would have been ugly. He would have been right on the reef.
That's good. We're seeing more consistency in these sets now, so it's going to opt for, especially these right-handers are starting to come through with this west swell. Just good to see some right-handers. I know the left's incredible wave, but when we see right-handers like that come through, we'll see here on the replay, this is incredible barrel for Yuri. He's driving. He knows he's deep because he took off on the peak there, so he knows what this. He saw the rest of this wave. It keeps barreling. So
3 sections.
Very well ridden from Yuri. Punches a roll through. Then we see Jeff on the left. Ooh, getting another little barrel on the end of that. Let's see what he can do out of this.
Not many people can do what he just did right there. And that's like a through the lip ARS. Jeff Hubbard coming out of that smaller barrel, but unreal.
A little pop roll at the end too. Wait for scores to drop here. It's going to be close. We see Jeff there just scooping, getting on the brakes there a little, leg locking into it, setting himself up. That's well ridden. Knows he's got to punch out of this. Most guys that do a roll there, Jeff Hubbard does an RS. But then he does his roll at the end.
All right, scores are starting to drop. Jeff Hubbard's previous wave, not that wave you just saw, but the previous wave came in at 8.5, and second wave that the wave that he just saw, still waiting for that score. Woody Valadal's long, deep barrel with a incomplete roll at the end came in at a 6.77. That's going to be his highest scoring wave, and you can see right here, 8.5 and a 5.97 are Jeff Hubbard's 2 top scoring waves. 10 minutes remaining in this 30-minute heat. Udi Valadao, solid. Guilherme needs a second solid wave.
Well, we see him now. He's got the second highest scoring wave with that 7.17. See that now the pressure's on Yuri because he's still got to improve his score because he knows there's that much time left that Guilherme can still get another incredible wave, and that'll boost him into first or second.
Check out the next heat. Heat number 5 preparing.
2 Aussies versus Brazilian.
Chase O'Leary in the white there, and Roberto Bruno in the blue, the Brazilian, and Dave Winchester. Oh, another stacked heat coming up in heat number 5. Again, this is round number 3 out in the water. We're going to finish off round number 3 and jump right into round number 4. And we want to get the 4 heats in round number 4 completed by the end of the day, finishing off around 11:40, 12 o'clock Arica time. So tons of action still coming up throughout the day. Whew.
I mean, this has just been incredible heat off the bat, hasn't it? I mean, Jeff Hubbard, you know, I thought, oh, he's just moved out in front again. Then Yuri just backs it up with that right-hander. Just pulls him back in and says, no, you're not getting away from me. And Guilherme's just so dangerous. He's sitting out there. He's in priority. So next set comes through. Guilherme's got his choice which wave he wants.
But Guilherme can't be too cautious. I mean, he started off with that 7.17, and right off the bat, like at the horn, he was on his first wave. Unfortunately, he has yet, with 8 minutes remaining, to back that big score up with another high-scoring wave. The other 2 guys, they have 6.16, 6.77 for Udi Valadao. And Jeff Hubbard, he only has to build on a 6.97 for his higher second wave. Take a look. Udi Valadao. No takers.
No takers. So just under 8 minutes remaining. There's another wave coming through behind this, and it looks like a little bit of a paddle going on. Let's see if Guilherme takes anything here. No, Yuri's having a look.
Udi is last on the priority list, so he is taking all the scraps. Look at this, full speed and nothing at the end of that section. He's not going to lose points, but he is going to lose time.
Yeah, but, I mean, Yuri, see, it doesn't affect Yuri because he was down the bottom. He was in third priority, so he can have a look at paddle for any wave he wants because he's not going to lose out.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the heat number 4, round number 3 out in the water, and it is stacked. We have 6-time world champion Guilherme Tamega along with 2-time
Jeff Hubbard.
And Udi Valadao, your 2008 world champ. So ton of action going down with 3 world champions out in heat number 4, round number 3. 30-minute heats. Top 2 waves will be scored. 2 riders will advance. Only 1 will not.
Manny, I'm tired. That soccer match last night kept me up.
Oh, that's right. There's a big soccer match, Chile versus Paraguay, I believe.
And, the town was going crazy.
Yes, Chile
2-3 o'clock in the morning.
Did win, and it was...
Oh, it was a parade going on outside the window.
We are in South America. And, I mean, pretty much all over the world. Football is what they call it, but soccer, known to all the Americans, is, you know, the #1 sport in the world. But apparently in Antofagasta, for the GQS a couple weekends ago, bodyboarding was the first sport to knock soccer off the front page in the sports section. So,
really?
Yeah, so bodyboarding is making a pretty huge impact in Chile, not only here in Arica, but all over Chile. So it's going to be interesting to see what the future years have in store. Take another look. Current settings, scores in the water, 5 minutes, 30 seconds remaining.
Jeff Hubbard in the lead, total of 14.47. Uri Valadao in second, total of 12.87. He's looking to better his 6.1. He needs a 7.71 to knock Jeff down in the second. And Guilherme is down in third. He's on 9.17. Now, he's only got a 7.17, really, which is his best scoring wave, and then he's got a 2. He hasn't had a backup score yet. He needs a 5.7 to move into second position.
And these guys are the ones that have the most difficult job, I think, in the entire process. And those are the judges. Eyes always focused and very just watching every single thing going down in the water.
That's right, our head judge there, Chico Gaditano from Brazil. Chico is responsible for whoever gets knocked out and whoever advances through and whoever wins this event.
Yeah, I mean, he's the one that's always looking over the shoulders, making sure scores are consistent with each judge and across the board. He doesn't tell them to change their scores. He's just saying, okay, why did you give that score? And making sure that they're consistent throughout, because that's what it comes down to. I mean, you got to be consistent, and you got to...
And he knows jiu-jitsu, so no riders are going to really argue the point, are
they? Exactly. But it's cool, too, to see Chico talking with the rider, saying, hey, this is what we're going to be looking at today. We know the reef's heavy. We know if you want to pull your maneuvers, you're going to probably end up on the rocks. So this is what we're going to do. Look at this.
Galami Tamiga just scooping in on the barrel there. Locks into this left pit. Let's see if he comes out.
Yes.
Punches a roll out of it. Punches another roll out of it. He is on the dry reef. Oh, Galami starting to fire up. Now, this is dangerous because he needed a second score on wave. This is going to put Yuri in jeopardy here. We'll wait for this score to drop. 3.5 minutes remaining. And we see Paulo Barcelos, water photographer, out in the water with a fresh shaved head. Fresh shaved hamburger. There it is.
Here's another look at Guilherme's wave. As you can see, it's not one of the bigger ones, medium-sized waves, but you can see him just stalling, trying to stay in that barrel as long as he can. And once he knows it's ready to pinch and close off, he goes for a roll right there and comes out with another one. I mean, this is next level right here. Where most riders would do one roll, he's able to do another. Guilherme Tamega, your 6-time world champion, currently out in the water, heat number 4 and round number 3.
Now moved into second position with that score. 6.83 he got, which has pushed Yuri down into third. So Jeff Hubbard in the lead. Tamiga now in second position. And Uri down in third. So now Uri has to dig deep.
Uri Valadao needing a 7.23 to get in that second place spot. Again, only 2 riders will be advancing on to round number 4. So Uri Valadao has 2 minutes and 30 seconds to play with right now.
That's right. Now, 7.23 is kind of tough in these conditions to get. We saw Jeff get an 8.5 at the start, and that was a set wave. That was probably a 6-foot pit he got, and punched a roll out of it. So we Yuri has to dig deep here. He's got to be smart, and he has to analyze each wave before he paddles
to
see if it's going to give him the score. There. Jeff Hubbard, he's going to hit something here. He's just pulled through.
Jeff Hubbard knew that Uri Valadao, all he needed was a 7.71 for the first place spot. And what Jeff Hubbard did, because he had priority out there,
was blocked him from going that.
Above Uri Valadao, he blocked him, which a block is because I have priority and you're looking at the wave. If I go on the wave, no matter where you are, you cannot go. And Uri Valadao was taking a pretty good look at that wave.
Yeah.
And essentially just said, Hubbard just said, okay, I'm going to go on this wave and give up a wave, give up my priority, just so you don't have that chance. We do have a little lull in the action. 1 minute remaining. We'll be back right after this. Alex Leon and Manny Vargas coming down to the wire right here with less than 2 minutes, less than a minute remaining in the first heat of the day. Heat number 4, round number 3. Where are we at, Alex Leon?
Yeah, Jeff Hubbard in first, Guilherme Tamiga in second, Uri Valadao in third, and he's got 20 seconds to get away here. He's scratching. I don't think it's going to happen for him. At this stage, 15 seconds remaining.
Oh, no.
It looks like it's all over.
one of these riders had to go home. I
Yep.
mean, had to finish today. and-
One of these previous world champs had to go home.
Exactly. This heat was absolutely crazy from the start. Even though Mother Nature did not